My name is Judge Jim Gray. I am the Libertarian candidate for Vice President of the United States of America, along with the most qualified person to be president I know of, which is Governor Gary Johnson. We're talking about the economy. People understand here immediately when you say the federal government for every dollar it's spending is borrowing 43 cents. They immediately understand that's a major threat to our country. So it's nice to be here with people who are going to be the leaders in our world soon. Well, it's really exciting to see how libertarian thought is increasing around our country. And you probably saw tonight there was a man actually shook his head no on a couple of things. He eventually acknowledged he's a Democrat and really agrees with most of the things we were talking about. That's great. You know, we need to have libertarians stop talking to libertarians all the time. So we're in the political mainstream. People here in Stanford realize that, as they do all around the country. Question of exposure. Well, what are our goals? Honestly, we're running to win, but when we're not in the presidential debates, we're not seen as viable. So what we really have to do is show people the honest truth, which is hugely important votes. Just get us 5%. We'll be entitled to federal funding. That will make us be viable in 2016, and then people will take us much more seriously. And the whole idea of being financially responsible and socially tolerant will continue to gain more prominence. It's exciting.
He made a very good case. I was very persuaded as a liberal. I really identified with a lot of his points, and even the ones that I don't agree on. Like, I'm not sold on free trade, but my question that I asked him was on free trade. He was like, I'm totally for free trade. Even the points that I didn't agree on, he still made a good effort to bring it back down to fundamental principles about what's actually reasonable, what we have the budget for, and I was very impressed. This got so much less attendance than it should have. So much less. There were about 30, maybe 40 people in the room for a vice presidential candidate, and I know, and a lot of them were adults, not even Stanford undergrads. This should not happen. This is a symptom of a very apathetic campus.
And I'm actually really interested in libertarian philosophy, specifically on, less government and more individual choice. And I really agree with the idea that in this election we're really voting between two lesser evils if we're picking Obama or Romney. So that really resonated with me. And yeah, that's why I really came out, because I wanted to find some third choice that was more the common sense choice as opposed to Democrats or Republicans.
I think people really missed out on the fact that there are people running for office who are really down to earth and provide a lot of common sense, who are really willing to talk to you on a one-on-one basis and admit that they don't have all the answers, but they're more willing to actually get the information and go for some sort of change, as opposed to throwing out some buzzwords and not really doing anything and continuing the crony capitalism that Judge Jim Gray was talking about.